So I've been on this teeny tiny sketchbook kick lately. I've been going out and doing things, and I've been trying to like bring a little sketchbook along with me everywhere that I go. And I just got this new wallet that is also meant to hold a field notes notebook, but I don't want a field notes notebook in there because I want like drawing paper. So my plan is to try and make a couple different sketchbooks that are going to fit in here. And I'm still kind of just trying to decide how I'm going to put them together. I think I'm going to stitch them together. I might use some embroidery floss that I have. And I'm still trying to decide like what paper I'm going to use. I'm not going to get too crazy about it because my whole plan is to use only this micron pen to draw on them. So we're going to see what happens here. So this is what I've done so far. So I made these three, and they're the size of the field notes notebooks. That was my goal. So what I did was I used some gel plate prints that I had made on the Recollections craft paper, and used those as the covers. And this one was the brown paper. And then for the inside, I actually used that craft paper to fill the inside of this one and this one. I tested it out using my micron pen on it, and it works great. So I figured, and it doesn't show onto the other side. So I thought, okay, that might be a fun, like little just pen sketchbook. That's the goal, is I'm only gonna draw in these in pen. For this one, I actually used paper from this sketch pad that I cut up and put in there. And I've done, plenty of micron pen drawings on this paper, so I know how it behaves. And I like the texture, although it's kind of thin paper, and I think it might kind of show through to the other side. So this might be the kind of sketchbook where I only draw on one side. I went through and I did a chain stitch. I watched the tutorial and I did chain stitch on these. So you can see this is what it looks like. It's just one signature, and then on the inside it looks like that. And I used some embroidery floss that I had hanging around. I literally had this stuff in my drawer for like 10 years. So I was actually really happy to get to use it. So the last thing I need to do is trim the edges off of all of these. And of course, the paper cutter that I have kind of bit the dust. So I ordered a new one, and I'm gonna do that next. Okay, I have the new paper cutter, and it's pretty nifty. I like it. I'm going to go ahead now and trim these pamphlet style notebooks that I did and try this thing out. There were probably too many sheets of paper in there. Okay, so as you can see, I'm going through and I'm just marking what I'm gonna cut off. And I'm actually just gonna cut probably each page individually, because I counted how many pages are in here and it's just way too many. That's not the paper cutter's fault. So, yep, I'm gonna do it that way. So what I finally settled on was that I trimmed down the pages with just scissors, and then I went through with the paper cutter and cleaned up the edges on all the pages, pretty much one by one, because these papers were all just too thick really to do it multiples. And then I cut everything with the corner cutter, and so this is what I've ended up with. So this is one notebook, this is another notebook, look pretty good, and then there's this one. And I even went up and cleaned up the edges on that one. It worked really well, actually, once I figured that all out. And I think that this one is going to be the one that I put in my wallet first. And then I might be posting some drawings from this.